your sword cause the time is near. Gotta do it big like Bon and Fair. I'm a rock star on a chandelier. Off the walls, yeah, I'm about to go crazy. For the beast, anybody that can tame me.
I'm going to be swatching my new eyeshadows that I got from Coastal Scents. They had a 99-cent sale. I wanted to get them swatched so that I can put them in my palettes. Okay, so this first shade here is called Reef Sand. Now I'm swatching these just to show the color, not for swatching this because I know they'll go on different on your eyes, and then also the type of brush you use, whether or not you use them wet, and I do a lot of my eyeshadows wet. This one is Caramel Ice. Oh, and none of my shades are green. I didn't buy any green ones. This was my I need to get out of my comfort zone order. So that is Caramel Ice. This one is called Bright Yellow, which is a very apt name for it. Oh, that one would probably need a primer under it. I don't know. I don't actually usually wear yellows. This one is called Solar Flare. That's Solar Flare. And I think I have a whole bunch of makeup under my nails. I don't know if it shows up on camera, but I apologize. I'm not gonna deal with it right now. This is Dark Salmon. So these are all, so far, these are the colors I just normally wouldn't buy, but I decided I might need them for something. This one's called Vampy. Oh, that's super pretty. And that one, obviously, I did want. Mainly it was those yellows and then that orange. Actually, these ones and that one are more outside my comfort zone. And then I got a whole bunch of blues because I don't usually wear blue, so I don't really have any good blues for anything. This one is called Vibrant Plum. So that's Vibrant Plum. This one is called Violetta. I forgot I had this brown one here. This one is called Deep Cider. This one has little fleckies of color in it. I know you guys can't see that there. So let's go down here. Actually, it still doesn't show up very well, at least from what I can see without my glasses on. Just kind of looks like me, but ashier. So there's those ones. Yeah, I think I can fit a few more in between. This one is called Brandeis Blue. Brandeis Blue. This one is called Electric Blue. This one is Deep Grape. This one is Indigo. And so my last two are Midnight Blue, which to me isn't blue, but maybe it will be when I swatch it. Okay, when I swatch it, it's blue, but in here it looked purple to me. That's Midnight Blue. And last but not least, we have Edgy Eggplant. So those are those colors. So is there anything else I needed to... Oh, well, I did record this morning, but it did not turn out the way it was supposed to. This is the mochi sponge, which, as I said before, not really too fond of because it just rips apart easily. But yeah, just, you know, it's fairly new and it's just ripped to shreds. I was just like rubbing my nails on it, as you can see, like, you know, it just falls apart. So I will not be buying any more mochi sponges, even though it's got a really nice texture. Whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna blend out and I'll be back. This sponge sucks. Whatever. I'm going to set with my Ben Nye neutral set. Okay, so now we're going to go on with the Pür 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie foundation. I think it's cute that they did the little applicator like they do with the big bottle. I mean, a pump wouldn't have made sense on a bottle this size, but I do not like the applicator. I would have preferred a squeezy tube or a spatula. Actually, I would have preferred a spatula. Where you can scrape everything out easily. You can wipe it clean. Oh, and that mochi sponge was bad enough that I actually was motivated enough. I just wet another sponge. I'm not using the mochi sponge. Applying and blending this foundation over the Laura Geller mattifying primer. It was a little different. I think the finish is a little more matte, which makes sense. Today I'm going to highlight with ColourPop Deep Dark 50. I'm going to blend out using the same sponge. Well, not the foundation end. I'm going to use the pointy end. Okay, now I'm going to set my highlight the same way I did yesterday, which is with the Zuri loose powder in the shade Tender Brown. You get like a lot of powder, and it just makes me nervous. But I mean, it was only $1, so I'm not really going to complain too much about the packaging. But I do think I like this powder for setting my highlight. I might actually mix this powder with the Pretty Pink, just so it's a little bit lighter or brighter. But I do like this. I think, yeah, this would be good if it was just a little bit pinker. So I don't really think I would choose one over the other. They're different. They're good for different reasons. Throw on some eyeshadow. Oh, when I get home today, I might swatch my new eyeshadows. No green ones. I didn't buy any green ones. I'm mentioning that now because I did get this Shea with cocoa butter from them when I placed my order. This was $1. The eyeshadows were on sale for 99 cents. They're normally $3, which is good anyway, but 99 cents, I was like, yeah, let me get some colors that are outside of my comfort zone. But I got this because it was $1. Smells good. And you get like, I think, a whole ounce for $1. But anyway, this is like a good size for me to take with me to work. Yeah. But that won't be when I do my swatches because I'm taking that with me today. So let me do my regular eyeshadow. I'll be back. Well, just in case anybody's interested in the colors, I'll share what colors I'm using. I'm just not going to show the application process because I don't know what I'm doing anyway. But this base, or the color I use for my base, is Tuscany by Coastal Scents. Now I'm going to use Burnt Umber for my crease. Now I'm going to take the eyeshadow base from Black Radiance in the shade Shut Eye on a silicone applicator so I can get it just on my lid. So yeah, I really like this eyeshadow base. I just didn't like it when I put it in my whole lids. So this is good. And this probably won't go with the look, but I'm going to use Spring Fever by Coastal Scents. Now I'm going to take Coral Rose, also by Coastal Scents. Because that really did nothing. I'm going to go into Thulian Pink by Coastal Scents. For some reason I remembered one of those pinks I thought was more of an obnoxious pink. And I was gonna like try and concentrate in the center and then like kind of fade it out, but well, actually let me try again. I'm not gonna use a brush, so I'm just gonna use my fingers. Me. I actually don't have time to be playing around with all that, so I'm just gonna leave it as it is. I'm going to brush off my bake. I'm going to use Orchid Red for blush today. That is by Coastal Scents. I actually forgot I bought blushes from them. I'm going to use the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette in the shade Dark to Deep, and I'm mixing Sculpt with Contour. That did not work out well. So now I'm going to go back with just Sculpt on a brush I just wiped off. Throw some more Sculpt on top of those. Let's see if I can blend that out. Okay, to neutralize that a bit, I'm gonna go into Neo, since you know it's orangey and has brightening properties. That way, once I have my powder down, I should be all right. We hope. Okay, so we've got the Ben Nye nutmeg powder. Okay, and because I don't have time to set and dust off a no color powder, I'm just using the brush as it is, hoping there's a little bit of something on there. There's probably not anything on there because I usually wipe off my brushes before I put them back. But whatever. That contour looks bad. Using rose water while I'm letting my face dry a little bit. Just put into my socks. Yes, they are Halloween socks. I wear Halloween and St. Patrick's Day socks year round because green. Okay, and okay, I threw on some highlighter. Now I'm throwing on some De-Slick by Urban Decay. And just because I didn't set my face with the no color powder, I am most likely going to set my face again when I get to work since I have another spray there. Because I don't want to be transferring on everything. But this is what we got going on. I may check in later. Mainly it was about the color of the foundation, which I totally screwed up by that contour, but whatever. So I may not do a check-in. Bye. So we're at about 15 hours right now. And so the wear wasn't too bad, but dude, I like jacked up my contour. I don't have any coverage down here. But that's mistakes I was making and not having time to fix it. So, meh. But if you are wondering, this foundation shade is the Pür Love Your Selfie 4-in-1 in the shade DP P2, which I'm thinking I'm going to stick with DP N3. This is just not my shade. But that's it. Bye.